Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Spartan.
And I'm Pudgey.
And we're watching Dark Season 3, Episode 2.
So I realized last episode when Martha went to townhouse, which was Jonas, it was in 1888. Now, I saw that last episode, but because me and numbers were just,
You didn't register that it was significant.
Yes, I didn't register.
Whereas, I'm not gonna lie, I saw the 88 and I was like, okay, it's weird we've gone up by 1 year from 87. I didn't actually notice that it was 1888. So we could have definitely discussed that more, probably would have been more shocked if we realized that. We didn't. But now, luckily we've caught on to that pretty quickly.
Yes.
And which is interesting because that's 33 years before 1921. And obviously that's
which is where we saw townhouse.
When we saw young townhouse. So that's why it doesn't make, I'm confused.
Yes.
Maybe this is like townhouse's parents or something.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Here. Because Jonas is here ideally before townhouse was born.
No, yeah.
Could he have somehow had a child in this timeline and then taken the name townhouse and then made townhouse? You know what I mean?
I mean, maybe, but my simple explanation was
It's like his father's estate or something.
Yeah, and then townhouse eventually took over.
And that's fine. I don't know how Jonas gets involved in all then, but nonetheless, Jonas stays there. So now when you see him in 1921, obviously he does some things because he looks mangled, maybe to do with the experiments. But that's how I believe he sort of ends up 33 years later. He's in 1921 as an much older man, and that's sort of how he gets from mid-age Jonas to older Jonas. I'm thinking this is sort of the gap we're seeing. And Martha from the other worlds is sort of helping him, like you said, create the God or manage the God particle, replicate it however he is. But
that's what he was doing with the electricity and stuff. Like, that's what it seemed. That's what was most familiar to me. The God particle and how that happened. And then,
so the big revelation is that we've now got a sixth timeline, whilst we got a second world, which is absolutely mind-blowing.
Is that what we're up to? 6 timelines?
Yeah.
Shit.
Yep. So it's getting absolutely astronomically big. It just does not, every time you think you've seen it all, you haven't. And we obviously got a really cool episode last episode seeing the parallel world, and things are a little bit different, similar but different in many people's lives. And I don't know if we're going to continue.
Hannah's still a sneaky snake bitch, I don't know, liar.
Yeah, everyone's still everyone. Ulrich's still cheating. Everyone's still doing their thing. They're not that different. And most of them who are still around, some are a little more different than others, but some are very similar.
Mm-hmm.
But the big revelation, the big thing for me is, I'd love to go see more of that world. I also don't know if we're going to see more of this 88 time period now, where, Martha's come with to see Jonas and what that's going to look like, and maybe we're going to get to learn about what their ventures were.
Ooh, who knows? There's just so many possibilities.
Thank you to all of our Patreon supporters. If you want up to 4 weeks of early access to our reactions, or you want to watch our uncut reactions, we'll leave a link down below.
And if you guys are watching this over on YouTube, don't forget to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and let us know in the comments down below what you thought of the episode.
All right, let's go.
Let's go. Jonas and Martha.
Yeah, but is this a dream now still?
Is this World 2 Martha?
Wait, did she travel back in time?
Oh, she killed Jonas in that, I think.
Maybe, but Jonas was never born in her timeline, so how?
They're connected. I love how even the bed's on the opposite side.
Yeah. Was that the letter they read him from the other Martha, I'm thinking?
Tyrion.
Almost feels crazy. He almost feels like Adam there.
He feels different there, yeah.
Oh, everyone's there. What is going on?
Is this how the original council is formed? Or the Sigmundes?
These ones are obviously not from her world.
Das kann nicht sein. Du lebst.
Yeah, so she recognises them, but they're not the same people. Isn't that weird? Isn't that wild? It's your sister, but it's
I
not.
know. It isn't, but it is.
And that's why Adam's older than the rest of them, because he's the middle-aged one.
Ich habe versprochen, das alles wieder gut zu machen.
How?
Dass nicht passiert. Dass ihr nicht sterbt in meiner Welt und ich nicht sterbe in eurer.
Oh, so they die in her world. That's what the blood was.
Dass sie alle zurückkommen. Dass das alles endlich ein Ende hat.
Holy
All this
shit.
freaking madness. Wow.
So they all die in her...
Probably by the apocalypse. The same way
Yeah.
that, you know...
But then she stays alive.
Yes.
But does she stay alive because of the contact with Jonas?
No, but that world's different. Remember, she's playing that Jonas role. Like, Jonas lives in the other one.
Yeah.
It's a different world, different events.
The survivors of each world.
Oh, we're in 87 now, damn. In the original world? Or...
I don't know. Yeah, I think so.
Oh, because Katarina travelled back in time.
So is this the time where Hannah and Ulrich are?
No, that's 56.
Okay. Oh, but Mikkel's...
Isn't that weird?
So he must be a bit older here, right?
Hier sind Ines und Michael Kahnwald. Wir sind nicht zu Hause. Nachrichten nach dem Piep.
Yeah, why the hell aren't they home?
Why aren't they there? How does she sleep in the bed all night?
Ich versuche sie seit 3 Monaten zu erreichen.
Is he
Wenn Sie
missing?
die offenen Rechnungen nicht begleichen, müssen wir den Anschluss zum nächsten Monat kappen. Bitte melden Sie sich umgehend zurück. Wiederhören.
3 months missing.
Interesting. So there's a reason Katarina doesn't bring you back. I reckon Ines took him somewhere after he was got
Yeah,
kidnapped.
maybe.
Wenigstens haben wir uns. Jetzt können wir Hand in Hand vor einem leeren Sarg stehen und endlich abschließen.
Oh, damn.
She doesn't fully
Not
believe
having a
it.
part of it.
Sag ihm, wo du warst, als Mats verschwunden ist.
Still won't say.
Gefickt hat er sie. Während mein Sohn verschwunden ist, hat er Claudia Tiedemann gevögelt.
Oh my god, the public!
Wenn du nur genauso viel Energie darauf verschwenden würdest, deinen eigenen Sohn wiederzufinden, wie du dafür verschwendest, deine Geliebte zu finden.
Oh, because Claudia disappeared as well.
yeah.
Keine Ahnung, wovon du redest.
Interesting. I mean, dude,
Wovon du redest.
pour out. Guys are such gaslighters sometimes. I mean, so is Hannah, but
No way he's got more about her than his own son. Like, what's he doing?
that's disgusting.
Anyway, we don't know the full story. The day her father was found at home, she was missing.
Yeah. Because that's the day that Jonas went and got her. Young Jonas.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh. The police station's all like burnt.
Yeah, but it's 2020 after the apocalypse.
Yeah.
Als Ursprungsregion der globalen Katastrophen wird weiterhin von der Kleinstadt Linden ausgegangen.
That's wild.
The whole world suffering because of Linden.
Yeah. Oh, that's Regina.
Oh shit.
She's keeping her alive.
Du gehst schon wieder.
I know, this is torture because she's by herself.
Oh damn, her son's in 88, her husband, who knows where, Alexander is like, the families are destroyed.
I wonder what happens to him for her to be alone.
Who is watching them now? Oh, we don't get to see.
I don't like recognize people from their backpacks. It's not easy.
Wir evakuieren das gesamte Gebiet. Wir haben angeordnet, die Sperrzone zu versiegeln.
That's how it starts. And then they have that big wall and Elizabeth's protecting it. Is that young Jonas?
I thought it might have been young Noah.
Oh, maybe, yeah. It did look
Du
like him
kommst aus
too.
einer Parallelwelt.
In der Mikkel nicht verschwindet.
Ich stumm bin.
Und Jonas nicht existiert.
Love how I just summarized our experience.
Yeah, I know.
In der wir alle bereits tot sind, weil deine Welt genauso untergeht wie unsere. Das ist doch Bullshit.
Kind of feel helpless, don't you?
Ich bin nicht tot. Ich bin hier.
I mean, surely you can believe it after you've time traveled, man.
Time travel with a different world, that's a whole other layer.
Woher wusstest du, wo wir sind?
Jonas hat es mir gesagt.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But wouldn't he know that?
Ist gereist. Von eurer
Wouldn't
Welt
this
in meine.
guy know this?
That's what I'm saying. That's why when I say that stuff, you think I'm confused, but like...
Du lügst.
But they're changing. This is... Oh, they're changing it for the first time.
Was willst du wirklich?
Oh, damn.
Womit bist du gereist? Ich will wissen, womit du gereist bist!
Who the fuck's this now?
Ihr habt Besuch.
Who's come to visit now? Oh, he's talking about her.
But he's blind, I think.
So the middle-aged Jonas never experienced this.
That's what I'm saying.
Sie
Like,
sind also der Grund, warum sein Gemüt heute noch schlechter ist.
the fact that he can even feel that is crazy.
Die Leute erzählen zwar, ich sei nicht ganz klar im Kopf, aber ich versichere Ihnen, dass ich mehr sehe als die Sehenden unter uns.
Who is he?
I don't know, but I don't doubt it. But probably the older townhouse.
Oh, maybe.
And just to clarify, I get what you were saying, but it's never been correct until now. This was obviously the first time that they've actually changed things.
It's ahead of the game.
Definitely not.
Kennst du diesen Jungen? Ulrich.
Isn't that weird?
I mean, she's here somewhere, isn't that right?
Weißt du vielleicht, wo dieser Junge ist?
Your future son?
Isn't that crazy?
Vielleicht hat Urin jetzt doch geholt.
Was für ein Irrer.
Your husband!
Hey Ulrich.
Oh my god! You'd want to kill Hannah right there.
Oh my god, it's her! Isn't that weird? That's you!
Katharina? Wir kommen zu spät zu Geschi.
Oh.
And now she's seeing how it always played out.
Hallo.
Trying to stop them, break them up.
Ich erinnere mich.
Was ist mit der los?
And now she's remembering this happening. But if she remembers, then this did happen, so not everyone's changed.
Yeah.
Welch ein Irre!
Oh, of course. Hannah is there to fuck with her.
Hat versucht, Michael mit in die Höhle zu schleppen. Stand in der Zeitung.
She's gonna meet her future husband.
Du lässt deine Finger von Mikkel. Und von Ulrich.
Oh, shit!
She's already done this before, and Hannah's got no idea. Oh.
But she marries him anyways. And then fucks Ulrich later. Honestly, knowing how twisted Hannah is, that probably is what made her do it even more.
In der Woche vor Claudias Verschwinden. Ist dir irgendwas aufgefallen?
Plenty, she knows she was acting very weird.
Ich glaube, es hatte alles was mit der alten Frau zu tun und dem Hund.
Which is her anyways.
Danach war Frau Tiedemann eben irgendwie anders.
I mean, what can Tronte make of all this, dude? You're way out of your depths now.
She's really trying to piece everything together.
But so far we've seen Claudia's on her own. She doesn't have these elite councils and stuff. What the hell is this?
All these dead people.
Oh, damn.
From the
Oakleigh East.
radiation.
Probably.
Oh, that's what's his name's dad? Oh my god. Oh my
That's
god.
his ex-cousin?
Yep.
But he can't see his wife there. Charlotte's not there.
Yeah, because they don't know what happened to her, right? Yeah. So that's what he meant. Why are you doing this to her? Giving her hope that her mother's alive. Yep. True, we haven't seen Charlotte. Like, where the fuck is she?
Wenn sie nicht an der Wand sind, dann sind sie nicht hier.
Yeah, they can only do so much.
But then if Clausen's dead, what was his whole game hadn't fully amounted to everything yet.
Ah.
Yeah, okay. I love that. That's like normal lingo now.
Wonder what that happened to the older version of her.
Weder können sie sich ausweisen, noch einen Nachweis erbringen, dass sie tatsächlich die Mutter des Jungen sind.
That'd be so frustrating.
I know.
Er ist nicht zu Hause. Dieser Mann aus der Psychiatrie.
Where is he?
Ich erinnere mich daran. Meine Mutter hat mir davon erzählt. Vielleicht hat das ja wieder versucht.
Oh. Oh.
Damn. Imagine if she knew back then that was your husband already.
Nach dem, was im Sommer passiert ist, hielt man es für das Beste, dem Jungen eine Auszeit zu geben.
Alright.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Zurück in der geschlossenen.
Please take her to him, please.
Wenn ich sie noch einmal hier sehe, nehme ich sie in Schutzgewahrsam.
Wie ist denn sein Name?
Leben Sie wohl.
Wie heißt denn der Mann?
Oh my
You
God.
know who it is. Come on. Off to the asylum you go.
I love how, of course, Hannah went to Ulrich when he was young, but Katarina goes when he's older.
Yeah. Is that Regina? Yeah.
With Claudia's dog.
That's a bit creepy.
Seltsam hier. Sieht aus wie Gretchen.
She's gonna say it is Gretchen.
Glauben Sie, dass das Verschwinden von Mats und meiner Mutter, dass das was miteinander zu tun hat?
Yep.
In a way.
In der Woche vor ihrem Verschwinden hat sie dir mal etwas von einer alten Frau erzählt.
Really trying to get to the bottom of it. What about your damn son?
Etwas über mich erzählt.
I know, it's a bit weird. I'd be asking about my son a lot more. Even Ulrich did better with that.
I know he fully ignored Hannah.
Ich steig hier vorne aus.
Yeah, I was starting to feel weird too.
Also, wenn du irgendetwas brauchst.
Well, like the vibe.
Surely not.
The vibe ain't it.
I wouldn't have thought too much of it, but the music's changing and it's making me think like, what's implied here?
No, I don't know what he's implying, but either way, it's just very eerie vibes. And that's also his connection to her as well, Claudia, so I'm not sure.
Ich bin eine der wenigen Überlebenden der Apokalypse vom 27. Juni 2020. Es sind jetzt fast 3 Monate nach der Katastrophe.
When we heard that the first time, we didn't realize it was already another Claudia saying that.
Vielleicht ist es ein Weg zurück. Zurück in die Vergangenheit.
Oh, damn.
Vielleicht können wir sie retten. Alle.
Remember
Every
that exact
single one,
speech.
Yeah. The house. This damn house, hey? It's almost at the center of everything in a way. Would Martha not be on the floor? No, she's not. But that makes sense, doesn't it? It happened right
Obviously,
before.
something's happened. Either the God particle erased her, or someone moved her, or something happened. Who is that? Is that her? Oh, okay. That's Noah.
Yeah, Noah. Let's not forget these two make Charlotte. Like, wild. This little connection they're building.
If only she knew who she's talking to, dude.
Was soll das?
Peeps in the cave. Damn.
Do you know that's Noah?
No.
Folgst du uns?
Seems
Ich hab
like
dir gesagt,
it.
wir wollen nichts mit dir zu tun haben.
Oh, he's already cut ties with him.
Du willst sie beschützen. Ich weiß. Das will ich auch. Und das werde ich,
Oh, shit.
dem du
Damn.
getötet wurdest.
He was killed. I protect her.
So he already knows what's going to happen and he's going to... Damn.
Yeah, shit.
Then he's
That's
doing it because he
scary.
wants to, or because he's already been told he's going to? It's weird.
Both? I don't know. That thing inside of you that makes you you.
Er wollte nicht hierhin. Es ist einfach so passiert.
Interesting, like it was destined.
Der Apparat ist leer.
Nicht so einfach in 1888 an einen nuklearen Brennstoff aus der Zukunft zu kommen.
So they're kind of stuck here, isn't that wild?
Der Blinde. Weiß er, wer ihr seid?
Yeah, good questions.
Probably I doubt he knows much.
Why are you not wanting to answer?
Die junge Frau. Ist sie eine von euch? Eine Reisende?
Okay, so the old man knows stuff.
Jedes Unheil kann umgekehrt werden. Jeder Schmerz vernichtet, bevor er überhaupt
The thing is, it looks like Ulrich.
Nah, it doesn't.
But could it be Adam? Like,
You think everyone's like everyone in this
Yeah, I
show.
know, I know.
You're not,
So
that's not a
bad
good
with it.
indicator. That's not Ulrich.
Sigmundus Creatus est.
But this guy came up with it before Jonas did. Looks like. And he said, I see better than those who see. So, I don't know.
oh my god, please let her see him, please.
If she sees Ulrich, this is going to be crazy.
Kann ich Ihnen helfen?
Is that
That can't be her mother, right? No way.
They look similar.
Ob ich Ihnen helfen kann?
Oh.
I'm guessing it is.
Ich möchte jemanden besuchen. Er ist seit 34 Jahren hier.
I mean, she looks a little unhinged herself at the moment.
Kenn ich sie irgendwoher?
Yes, the future.
Oh my god. So your Ulrich's mother-in-law has him trapped there without knowing it.
Yeah. Funny story. Yeah, that's what's her name said. And she used Katharina's
Eine von
name.
denen.
Oh no, here we go.
Eine von den Frauen, die sich einen Irren oder Inhaftierten suchen, weil sie draußen keinen besseren abbekommen.
Oh my god.
Das ist der heilige Christophorus. Der Schutzheilige der Reisenden.
Oh shit.
Meine Mutter hatte auch so einen.
Yes, she did.
Ich bin einen sehr weiten Weg gereist.
You wouldn't know what she means by that.
Oh my god, I'm so ready for this.
I'm like waiting, just waiting. Are you prepared?
Oh my god, I'm not. Like
I can't wait for his reaction. His reaction is what I'm waiting for.
Oh my god, man.
Look up! Look up!
Nah, surely that would shake your entire system.
Katharina.
Is this happening?
Oh my god. Oh man. Oh, this feels just perfect.
What he has been through.
Schau dich raus. Versprochen.
She better.
wow.
Honestly, she better.
But then go to the past and get your actual Rick out. Like, you know what I mean? That was beautiful.
Who is in there?
Either Claudia or Alexander.
That
Oh,
guy.
that guy.
Who the fuck are ya? No way.
Was wollen Sie?
As if you would charge in first. Like, what are we doing?
Jasmin. Richtig?
What the fuck?
Tell me he's gonna pull out
Die
that
Hölle
twice
ist leer.
again.
Und alle Teufel sind hier.
And all the devils are here.
What? What's she got to do with it?
Oh my
What the
god.
fuck? And what's weird about this is we've not seen someone where their young, middle, and older self were working
Yeah.
together at the same time, experiencing it for the first time together.
Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, you're right. Has some of them already done this before?
Yeah,
like,
I know.
Irgendwann musst du dich entscheiden. Für uns. Oder
Yeah.
gegen uns.
Too painful being in that halfway land.
Hab mich all die Jahre gefragt, ob sie...
No way.
Claudia hat nie gesagt, wer der Vater ist.
Ah.
What?
Chauncey is her father. So he had Regina.
But Egon's Claudia's father. What are we talking about? Oh, Regina, you're saying?
Yeah.
Chauncey and
Claudia had Regina.
Oh, right. And so Egon was like not her actual father then?
Egon's Claudia's father.
Oh, Regina. Sorry. Who's Regina's father? Oh, we don't see her husband at all.
That's what we're saying.
Yeah, no, look, there's a lot of people in time. There's a lot going on, right? But yeah, okay, what the hell?
I mean, that's Chauncey. Oh my god, what the fuck? No, it's your dad. It's your dad.
So Regina's Ulrich's stepsister then? Yes.
Yeah.
What?
Who he bullied.
Oh my god.
Who she now hates. Like, wild.
Regina.
The world has literally been turned upside down.
Es tut mir so leid, aber es muss passieren.
What do you mean?
No way.
Happened? What has happened?
He's the one that kills her.
Nah.
What?
Sie hat gesagt,
Claudia's tried keeping her alive and
der
then...
einzige Weg ist, dich zu retten.
So Claudia sent him to do that?
Oh my god, what's Claudia putting him through, man?
Claudia
So
is
that's
making him kill their daughter to
Because
save
it's the only way
her.
to save her.
What the fuck? That is so twisted.
They obviously
honestly.
need certain things to continue the way they were.
Imagine that, your own father is killing you.
Vergiss ihn.
She won't be able to. Oh.
She knows stuff.
Yeah. Can't yell, you gotta like... Poor girl, honestly, no answers.
Yeah, I know. Like, give the girl some answers. What are we doing?
I mean, he doesn't even know, so... I feel like he can say much, but...
His families are split up through times and worlds, and it's so messed up.
2053.
Have we been this far? Yes, that's the future. With Charlotte's in there.
So,
Damn.
okay.
Hang on, she's looking at the photo though.
Yeah. Oh, so she's the only one that went. Your mother / daughter is just there.
I need an explanation for that one.
Look who's reassuring who.
Isn't that crazy, man? Then what is that?
I don't know.
Your mother and your daughter in one moment? Like what?
Yeah, I know. Mother, daughter, mother. Same, but different. I don't know. They got their own little timeline going on there. Oh, fucking hell.
Räum den Tisch auf.
Damn, who is his mom?
Just like tapped her on the shoulder.
Du sollst den Tisch aufräumen. Muss man dir immer alles zweimal sagen.
Fucking hell,
Why
alright.
she's so bloody grumpy.
I don't know, maybe what happened today? You know how she had the scars and stuff? Obviously that was from her mother, right? I think.
Imagine leaving him behind. How
I
weird would that be,
know.
man?
I wish we saw more of the interaction. So older Claudia would have
Knowing this would happen.
told Chauncey to do it.
Man, these montages always get me in the feels. And she knows he sleeps in the caves. She can go there. Oh my god, Noah's working like
I know.
hard again.
She's gone.
Yeah, because Bartos wanted to show us something.
Yeah, but what? Oh, okay.
So it already existed in 88? And there's that old man that knows things.
Yeah. Yes, we never knew what timeline this was, so...
Now we know it started in 88. We did know that it was in 21 afterwards.
Das hier ist eine Art Geheimloge. Der alte Tannhaus ist der einzige, der von ihm übrig geblieben ist.
Old Townhouse is the only one left.
Er hat sein ganzes Leben in das hier investiert.
Interesting.
So nach ihm.
Yes.
That's why when he found Jonas, it was like fate.
Jonas versucht die Dinge wieder so zu bauen, wie er sie gesehen hat. Er war schon mal hier. Nicht jetzt.
What? Is he going to be against that? Like...
Er hat gesagt, dass Adam Martha getötet hat.
Oh my god, he's about to say the truth.
Adam.
Bartos is against him.
That's what he finds out.
Oh yeah, because she...
Ist Adam.
Yeah.
Jonas.
Bartos didn't know this. And Martha's going to screw things up now.
Oh shit, okay.
Wir kennen unser Ende nicht. Aber unser Ende kennt uns.
Damn.
Uns der Illusion des freien
They're in the
Willens
Sigmunder's room as well. God damn.
aber unserem endgültigen Schicksal.
Yeah, so it was her speaking instead of last episode. Adam and Eve. The apples.
Oh
Agnes,
my god,
Tronti.
wow.
On both worlds, yeah.
We got both worlds, yeah.
Dass eine Welt ohne dich eine bessere ist.
Not
Aber sie werden alle
necessarily.
sterben.
Doesn't change anything.
Alle werden sterben.
Shit.
Die Apokalypse geschieht in meiner Welt genauso wie in deiner.
Okay.
In meiner allerdings bereits in 3 Tagen.
So how long was the difference?
Well, she's older, so it's hard to know what timeline she's from. That Martha there is a lot older, so obviously they were in 2019 of this world. So if she's talking about that world, then it means 3 days into 2019, but that Martha should also technically be from way later, in like 2052. So I don't know which world she's talking about, to be honest. But then they're also at Sigmundus.
There's 2 worlds. We know there's 2 worlds. It's just different timelines. within that
Timeline, sorry,
world now.
yeah. Well, it hadn't happened in 2019, so it must be a 2019 one she's talking about. 'Cause
When did it happen in World 1?
2020.
Okay.
27th of June.
Yeah. I guess this is a little bit of a side note, but like still related to just Martha's philosophies or just the way she sees the world right now. But it is interesting that, and this might be a bit of a touchy subject, but people who are suicidal, you know, or just really depressed, they think that, you know, a world without them would be a better world if I didn't exist. And I feel like maybe unintentionally, maybe intentionally, it does kind of touch on that a little bit. Just in this way, we've got 2 different worlds, one where you exist and one where you don't. And I know the story's bigger than that, but it is an interesting theme. And I wonder, you know, if people watching it ever felt that, you know, some people that may have thought that about themselves, and just seeing that in it, I know it's just a show, but seeing that, you know, like a world that you thought would be better off without you actually isn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that's a bit of a side note, but I just had that thought and I thought it was actually important to speak about.
Yeah, I think it's a good point. It's interesting.
Yeah.
So, this old guy that we've seen, the original, or not original, but the older townhouse.
Yes.
The father of the townhouse that we knew previously. So what they were saying was that he had already built that lodge because they already had a group like in 88 and before that where they thought they would talk about things like changing space and time. So they already had the ideas and principles sort of there, but they obviously didn't have the ability to execute it. But then
they didn't have the materials. Like that's why our people like Jonas, Magnus and stuff are stuck there.
Yes,
they don't have
correct. But also why now it makes sense when he was saying when he ran into Jonas and it seemed like it was fate, and why they've bonded so quickly is because these guys are kind of the living proof. These travelers, they're actually making Sigmundus's dream a reality.
Yes,
it's just interesting to see how it didn't start, like how it ties into Townhouse, but it's even deeper than that. Like your son actually created the device to allow for time travel, but the father was already involved in it well before that happened. You know, it's now okay. This is a really big one. That's just painting the picture that Sigmundus sort of its origins.
Yeah.
This is the big one because the one, if there was to be one takeaway from this whole episode, it's this: everything seems to be going as normal, other than for the first time in 3 seasons, supposedly, unless there's a reason as to why he can't remember, there's something happens that we haven't seen yet. Then middle-aged Jonas doesn't remember ever having met Martha. But it's weird because he's obviously following on the exact path that older Adam is. And older Adam knew he had to kill Martha and in fact orchestrated the letter about this other Martha. So older Adam seems to know a lot more. And older Martha, the new one that's been introduced.
That's what I mean. So like, obviously I always had that thought process and I could never understand why. Maybe that was just like my limited ability, but essentially because of that, this makes sense to me now. Like my lack of ability to...
It's pretty simple. Yeah, it's pretty simple. You would just never look at all 3 variants as the same people.
Yeah.
And you would just do that all the time in this one.
Paid off.
Yeah. Not from the right line of thinking, but this is potentially, as I'm saying though, I'm hesitant because we don't know what happens because this Jonas is still becoming the last Jonas, Adam. So him not remembering, there's still a lot of room. We know a lot of people don't remember things at the wrong time. So there's still room there to suss.
Yeah, that's true. Isn't that interesting though? Because then you have this guy that I'm sure we don't know with the younger,
the
middle-aged,
with the lips cut.
Yeah, and that's all happening at the same time. Because like the way we saw Noah was he had to let his younger version go in without him and not tell him certain things and whatever. But this guy seems to be working in unison with all 3 ages of himself.
Yeah.
And it's like he's not letting one experience another experience a scenario first and then...
3 ages are experiencing simultaneously. But as I said, has he either really breached somehow the laws of time and messed everything up, or
why is he killing random people
like we've seen, well, that was not random people, or has Noah, like the same way middle-aged Noah and young Noah would be together and at times orchestrate plans, has he just doing that to another level and that was always his fate in line at the time? I don't know.
That's true.
But they do a really crazy job because we still don't know what Adam and Claudia's real underlying agendas and discoveries are, and then they've added in another player now, and we're like, holy shit.
Well, Claudia still seems like it's got to do with Regina. Like all her efforts are going into that. There could be more. We're just obviously not seeing that right now.
But we are seeing it because obviously she wants her daughter to survive. But what everyone's saying in common is that when they fix things, everything will be better.
Yeah,
they're correcting the timeline. So I don't love the emphasis, or I don't vibe with the emphasis that we keep going back 40 years.
Well, that's a priority for her, isn't it? Like, I'm not saying
not necessarily, because she just ordered her.
Yes, because that's had to happen to save her.
Yes, supposedly, because he also said that if you give Mads to the and then she's played Tronte before. She said give Mads to everyone to discover his dead body and he's going to leave and he'll live. And they thought he was going to come back at the end of season 1 and he didn't. No, obviously he's trusting her longer game now.
Yeah, it might be the longer game.
But I get it. I'm just saying I don't think it's just about Regina.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that is definitely her priority. This probably is what started this whole thing for her. But there are a lot of things that could benefit her as well as a result of this. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that.
The word priority for me is not where we don't agree. I don't know if I agree with that. I think that it's obviously she wants to have a daughter, but a part of me just because Adam obviously, and we saw in the end of last season, even Adam and his older self is still thinking, dreaming, being driven by Martha, and yet would kill her. I'm not saying that these people aren't driving forces. A part of me has to believe or believes at the moment that what they've discovered is so much greater that yes, of course they want to improve their life, but they are literally fighting for the entire thing of humanity. So I don't think the sole priority is just, I'm saving my daughter.
No, because Claudia said right then and there, like in the bunker, like to save them all.
Yeah.
And Claudia is a part, Regina is a part of that. That's all I was saying.
I know, I nitpick the word priority. Because I think whenever you talk about Claudia's motives, it boils down to Regina, the way you describe it. And for me, it doesn't boil down to Regina. That might have been a catalyst and a part of a driving force. But I just think what she's involved with, I mean, she got her dad, you're looking at Claudia and herself, her dad dying, Tronte, Mads, all these variables. So when you keep saying it, you make it out like it's boiled down to that one variable, for me, it kind of narrows the scope of what she's doing. Now, that's just my read on it. You know, that's just how I've read it so far. But because the scope of it's so big, and I think for Claudia's and Adam's endeavors to be as meaningful as I feel they are, I kind of also want/need them, the way I understand it right now, to be greater than just this one bond, which is obviously playing a role.
So what's interesting is that Bartos is, obviously we see, not really trusting Jonas at this point. And obviously Jonas isn't very forthcoming knowing that he is Adam, which I understand why you would keep that a secret because it doesn't necessarily make sense to himself first. So how are you going to help someone else make sense of it? That you've killed someone, like a sister, a ex. Do you know what I mean? Like all these things, Martha was so central to a lot of their lives in that council or whatever they are at the moment. That, how do you explain that I killed her when I got older?
But can I say again, see, the events for me are still stacking up where, you know, I think back to the line where Adam said Bartos was always naive. And we haven't seen Bartos in that older council. So I can assume potentially that if he takes this information that he's gotten from Martha now the wrong way and he gets out of control, that maybe he's killed. But otherwise, the council seems to be forming as is. Things are stacking up. So that's why, like, even though you got really excited that, he doesn't remember, that's what I've been saying in my incorrect thinking, I'm still like, things are still lining up too well. It does make sense for the final cycle to
change a little bit.
But it also doesn't because the Adam that we know already experienced his final cycle. So that's where for me I always get stuck. I go, how do you know which final cycle is the real final one?
I know.
Because you've already been through, you're the Jonas that grew up well past that cycle.
That's the part that's confusing me now. I'm like, is it changing? Is it not? Like, where are we at with this?
And Claudia knew about other worlds, so it's reasonable to assume that Adam would because Adam's been her rival, if not ahead of her the whole time. So then again, one is left to wonder, I wonder if Noah knew about different worlds.
Nah.
I'm not gonna lie, I do miss the middle-aged Noah. He had a presence, and with his new villain, I almost like bring our boy Noah, we take care of him. You know, like I do miss that.
That's what I mean. Like this guy with the lip. Like, what are you actually doing?
With the lip. That's what we call him now.
Well, it's giving us no name. Like, what are you actually doing? Because like Claudia's PA, like that, like and she was pregnant. Like what is the significance of that? And he's saying like all the devils are here. So obviously,
is he killing meaningfully or is he just killing people that get in his way? That's what we don't know. But it seems to be sort of planned. Like he expects it.
Yeah, because he knows the information about them. Like, and then for me, Katerina and Ulrich, I wish we saw more of that. But that was great. Like, and even Katerina seeing her mother and herself as well, like that was pretty cool. And then saying like, I remember this, like,
yes, that was what's trippy, how everyone just didn't, like, how trippy it would be being like, I remember speaking to myself, that was me, like, this happened all before, but they never remember it till it happens.
But you don't know who that lady is until you're older, and then you're relying on your memory, you know, again. So it goes back to that labyrinth of like just these shades on, like rose-colored glasses until you take them off and you're like, oh, Now I remember. Now I see things clearly.
Yeah. We need an answer on Alexander.
Yeah.
Because we saw, I'm pretty sure that was Clausen's dead body. That whole storyline, that couldn't have just been thrown away. There's got to be something. And who gave Clausen that letter to then lead him here? You know what I mean? Someone led him to Alexander. Why did they want him to discover? Well, they obviously wanted him to start
his brother.
No, I know that. But obviously they needed Clausen to start the apocalypse because he's the one that triggered it in the end with his stupid decisions.
Yes.
So that letter was to get him to here.
Yeah.
But it ties into Alexander. And the fact that they're saving that information, like, I know we've talked about worlds and timelines. He's got a different identity. Is it possible in this story they've actually got some grounded one where he somehow was actually from that timeline, escaped somewhere?
Alexander?
Yeah.
As Boris?
Yeah, like, could he have been someone, like, take someone's identity, but does it necessarily have to be? It would make sense to. I'm just considering. We've always talked about different worlds, different timelines.
Mm-hmm.
What if it's none of those and it's just the murder itself? I don't know. Nah, it's
so you're saying Boris killed Alexander and then became Alexander, and he's not
I don't know
from
if he
the
killed him. I
timeline
don't know if he
whatever.
killed him. All I'm saying is about the time. I'm saying we just
Yes,
assume that he travelled in times and worlds, but
Yes.
maybe he didn't. Maybe it would make sense that he did, but I'm saying what if he was? There's another conspiracy with him, but it's more grounded. It's more just in this world, in his original timeline. I don't know.
Yeah, potentially, but what the interactions that he had with Regina, I don't know, something made me think otherwise. So he could be from no, he would have to be from
I don't think
this
he
world.
is, mind you. I just wanted to consider that possibility.
Yeah, he would have to be from this world, but maybe a different timeline, yeah. Interesting, I don't know. But then we also know Peter dies. How, no one knows. Yeah. And maybe during that whole scenario, that's how Elizabeth loses her eye.
And that's when Noel's going to take care of Elizabeth.
Yes, which he said that he would.
We saw Charlotte. I mean, that was sort of what I expected. I was surprised that Elizabeth didn't. I thought Elizabeth would have gone on like transport as well, but it seems it was a one-way thing this time.
Yes.
We saw Charlotte, but we didn't really get. She was obviously looking at the photos of Noah and her, and you could see then that that's your.
Well, it's interesting. The interaction was intriguing to me because it was somewhat. It wasn't confusing, but yeah, I'll keep it at intriguing because Elizabeth is acting as, like, in the interaction as Charlotte's mother, but also acting as her daughter. It's just in the way, like a mother will have certain ways that she, holds herself and vice versa. And that was, like, trippy to see almost because you're both each other's mother, but you're both each other's daughter. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, and Elizabeth seems to think everything will be all right. She knows something, maybe. I mean, she knew to stabilize Did Noah tell her something? She stabilized the God particle at that specific point in time. And then we have older Martha, who is seemingly playing a pivotal role now. I wonder if she's ever... Surely she has interacted with Adam, but I don't know. That would be really cool. I'd love to see what they all know.
Yeah.
And she is... I mean, showed us that she has a picture on her floor of both worlds, same people, similar times, slightly different events, but same outcome. They all lead to the infinite, that time loop that's just never ending and replaying.
Yeah, so the same things happen just at a different time and maybe like slightly different people or whatever, which is interesting. Then how do you stop that? Like, you need to find that like middle point, like she was saying.
The origin, yeah.
The origin of both, though.
Yeah, but again, if Jonas is trying to find that out now, then wouldn't Adam have already found that out? I don't know.
That's what I mean. That's the part that, like...
We obviously got gaps in knowledge. Like, we only get shown certain things. So by the end, I'm sure it would make sense. But it does hurt my brain.
Yeah.
Trying to, like, just figure out, but if this happened... But they have done an incredible job of... I don't know. I can't say if there's no plot hole so far, but it seems very consistent and coherent. And everything seems to be accounted for. There are obviously little things that need... explaining, but I believe they'll all get wrapped up by the end of this season. Yeah, this is the one show where death is funny because death doesn't fully feel like death because you're going to see another variation of that person.
Yeah,
I'm thinking of like Claudia is still pulling strings to Tronte, to younger Claudia, etc. Sorry, hiccup. And so that older Claudia, even though she died by Noah, she's still around, maybe a little bit younger, but she looks the same.
Yeah,
so we're still seeing these people around, which is, I don't know, I find that like It's a very different way of death.
It's trippy because your older self, like, you were dead, but then your younger self has to do what she has to do up until that point where you were dead. Like, it's weird in that way. And then even if things weren't connected enough, like Tronte having a daughter by Claudia, who then their children pretty much have this, like, that invisible string where they hate each other. Do you know what I mean? Like, all these little things.
Yeah, and it's your sister. Like, isn't that crazy?
And then Regina has Bartos, and Martha, who's Ulrich's daughter, then have a thing.
Martha? Ulrich's daughter? Okay, yeah, like a little thing.
Yeah, they, like, had their little thing.
But technically they're, like, step-siblings.
Yeah, so that invisible...
Cousins,
well, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, this little, like, invisible...
And Regina, remember Regina and Mads were very close, which technically is her stepbrother.
Yeah.
So a lot is adding up. It
is, and then there's more equations to figure out.
And then you got the Ulrich situation, which still baffles me because the fact that he got that old means that the younger one, like, because now you're like, Katarina, can't you just go back to 56 and get him out? But we know, even though Katarina's there, something obviously happens that she doesn't go back to go save the younger one. We don't even know if this older one's going to go out because it's Ulrich, but it's technically not the right timeline Ulrich for her.
But you know what? For me, that's even more special that she doesn't give a shit.
Agreed, yeah.
You know, like, honestly, like, in any timeline that I could get you back, like, I would have you. Do you know what I mean? So...
I reckon I'll leave you there for a little while. No, I get you too. But it does show the difference between their love.
Yes.
Because, like, Hannah, for example, you know, no matter what world or timeline, the love wasn't real because she was prepared. Like, even though Ulrich screwed Katarina over, she's prepared to risk everything to bring him back. Whereas Hannah turned her back on him straight away.
Yeah,
and he could never say, I love you.
Yeah, even in that other time, in the other worlds where she's pregnant with his baby, he's still cheating. He's not saying, I love you. It's weird because he was showing that he cared, but then never said, I love, like, yeah, anyway.
You could honestly almost have spent, I hope we get to see the other world a little bit more, but you could honestly spend, like, you could at least do a whole season at least, just fast tracking the events to see all the what ifs of that side of things. But we do know the outcome is, like, everyone dies, and so this Martha seems to be the equivalent of our Jonas.
Yes.
Which his world's ended, so is hers. Mm-hmm. He's now talking to old Martha, and she's talking to middle-aged Jonas.
Yes.
So isn't that interesting?
Mm-hmm.
And the timing of things too is so specific. Mm-hmm. But like the Adam would have known, I think, he's going to kill this Martha, but the other Martha, because the other Martha had to save this Jonas.
Maybe that's why he did it.
But you understand? The other Martha had to save this Jonas for him not to die in the apocalypse.
Yeah.
The fact that the middle-aged one is alive means he didn't die in the apocalypse. So he's saying, I don't remember you, but then how were you saved?
I know, that's the part we don't know.
So if it ends up being you're going to eat your words very soon if that happens, because you were very quick to be like, I told you so. I told you. But so far, there's loopholes there. I'm not satisfied.
Well, guys, we hope you enjoyed today's reaction. If you did, don't forget to leave a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel and let us know in the comments down below what you thought of the episode.
And if you want early access to our reactions or you want to watch our uncut reactions, we'll leave a link to our Patreon down below. Take care of yourselves and we'll see you on our next reaction.
See you guys.